presentation, I kind of want to touch on Councilmember Hare's question. Well, one of his questions in his one question to I guess I did some research, and I contacted some former council members. And Mr. McMillan, I know you say you didn't want to go too far back into history, but I do think it will help serve this purpose of this conversation. And one of the organizations that came up about was the Police Benevolent Association. And there was said that there was some interference with the passing at General Assembly. And so when I hear you say to do everything within our power, I would like for this council to be open to reaching out to that organization as well, and to see what was their reasoning for interfering and saying maybe they didn't support it. However, from what I heard, it was an issue of personnel records. And so I just want the council to be aware of that, because looking at this presentation, it is a very well put together presentation. I also want to point out that there is a Councilmember Waddell mentioned, and I think the other meeting or this one, I can't remember, that we already have an ordinance in place. However, that is from 2012. But we also have a full manual in place. And my question to you is, have you all seen that manual and been able to flip through that manual?
No, we've seen the old ordinance.
Okay, but you've not seen the actual manual that lays out this Citizens Review Board.
Councilwoman Ingram, if you could give us time to get you the CRB ordinance, the one that Kathy briefed.
No. What I'm asking is, this Fayetteville City Council has a full manual. Fayetteville City Council has a full manual that speaks to a Citizens Review Board. And what I'm asking is, have you all seen this manual of what the Citizens Review Board
would have been? We haven't seen that manual.
What it would have been.
It's not law.
We haven't seen that. Was that produced in 2014, Councilmember Ingram?
What did you just say?
Was it produced in 2014?
What?
2014 is that document from 2014?
I think so. But my question was, had you seen it?
No, I can answer no, but
okay.
Please trust me that what was produced in 2014 is very much like that bandage on a gaping chest wound that I talked about earlier. You don't want to go to a simple fix on this. You want something that's concrete and foundational, and it's what we're going to give you if you don't already have the ordinance that we presented tonight.
Okay, so no. I wasn't. My question was a historical precedence question. Not to say what you're presenting to us is not anything good, but I just wanted a historical presence to say, had you received anything of what was already done, or had been in contact with a Police Benevolent Association? And as I said again, when we're talking about doing everything within our power, if I know that was an interception, then I want to bring them back to the table, just so we're dotting our I's and crossing our T's for sure this time.
Yeah, I'd like to speak on that. The reason I say it was is immoral interference, because you're talking to a body of police people, policemen and women, about oversight for a police force. And if you want to do that, if that's more important to you than talking to citizens about interactions with the citizens and how to properly address grievances with the civilian populace, by all means, please do that. But please don't waste too much time going to police asking them why they want to stop you from policing you.
No, I think citizens need to be much involved in this process. I think citizens need to be much involved in this process.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilwoman Kinston.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. And some of this, the questions that I have, I'm sure we'll have to go maybe back to the committee to ask. But one of the questions that I had is about the budget itself, if it included any equipment, and also just the security of the information where it mentioned that the location would be separate from the city hall, the police department, or any police substations. Just if the review board, if the board is reviewing a case, the security of the information that's going to be handled, and then again about the equipment, computers, printers, things like that, if that was included in the budget itself. And then the rest of the questions would just go back to review.
Yes.
Thank you.
I can answer that question because, as I said previously, I'm the one that did the budget as well as the ordinance for Fayetteville. Yes, the equipment is included as well as the location for rental and utilities.